Basically, I am very excited to be standing here with you, Kiran Deol, because you are going to be starring in this new show, Sunnyside,
Yes.
on NBC.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about this show, because I know this show is also very topical, and it's not only a comedy, but it's a comedy with a message.
Yes, absolutely. So it's by the creators of The Good Place, Parks and Recreation, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, writers from The Office. So it's an ensemble show where Kal Penn plays a fallen politician who moves in with his much younger, prettier, hotter, cooler, sexier, but really hotter sister who
I
is
wonder who that could be.
more successful, a hand surgeon, because he has nothing anymore, and she's like, yo, get a job, and then he's like, chill, 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 I will. And in the process of trying to do that, which is very hilarious, he meets these immigrants who he starts helping, and that becomes the story engine of the show. So I would say that I'm particularly a bit of the Rashida Jones from Parks and Recreation, kind of the grounding character who gives it some heart and emotion, and it's a wonderful cast of people who are absolutely hilarious, a lot of stand-up comedians.
So what is your favorite part about working on the show?
My favorite part about working on this show is it is very cool to drive onto the NBC lot. You get your little badge, and then
I go jogging there, and I jog right by your set.
and it's and you put it in, and then you're driving down this really iconic set that you visited when you were a kid or when you were starting out here, and now it's your workplace. There's something really, really delightful about that.
Do you have any favorite movies or TV shows that filmed on the lot that you were like, I have to go to the set from Back to the Future?
Oh,
or...
that's really funny. I should look into that. I haven't gotten that far in my process. I was like, wow, it's really cool to be here. There's a big teddy bear of Ted, Ted, and he's holding a martini, and so I want to go there and hold my martini and do a photo shoot with him.
Tweet it. Tweet it. I love it. You heard it here first.
These are my grand creative visions. Wow, really, really.
No, I do have to say though, you really are an inspiration, especially for women. Directing that the film about women rebels called Women Rebels.
Yeah,
and just the amazing work that you've done. Also winning at the Tribeca Film Festival, because weren't you the first ever Nora Ephron Award winner?
The movie was. I have to say, I'm very impressed.
Star of it.
No, I love this. I was very impressive. Someone did their research.
For
wow.
Farrah Goes Bang, right?
Farrah Goes
Bang.
Yeah, that was an independent film that was by this wonderful director named Mira Menon, and starred really two wonderful actresses named Nicole Boucheri and Candice Faye, and myself. Won the first ever prize at the Nora Ephron Prize at Tribeca Film Festival about 5 or 6 years ago now. And yeah, the first thing I did was a documentary film about women rebel soldiers in Nepal that was shortlisted for an Oscar and nominated for an Emmy and picked up by HBO. But now we're at NBC. And who could what is HBO but 3 little letters?
But I have to say though, that is an absolutely inspirational catalog of work that you have done. And because you've done so many things that are very poignant for women's rights and for the rights of immigrants now, with this show, why do you feel that it is important to have this message incorporated?
Yeah, I feel like the one thing that's very amazing about a Mike Schur comedy is that he already has such an amazing fan base, and these guys have such an incredible reach. So it's when I do a tiny little independent film, it's amazing, but when you get to matriculate into a much bigger system that is able to broadcast something nationally on a national network at 9:30 p.m. on Thursdays, for millions and millions of people, there is just a level of ripple and impact that you can have with that reach and that network, and to get to be a part of it, I think can be really fascinating because it incorporates some of your old work but can be actualized through their lens and voice.
I love that. So what do you hope people take from the show?
I hope that people laugh, and I hope that they fall in love with all of these characters as people, and that they fall in love with them and they want to spend time with them and get to know them and laugh with them, and sometimes get their heartstrings pulled, and remember that I always, to me, the thing that makes America a really special country is whenever I watch American Idol or The Voice or something like that, I always look and I was like, America is such a story-driven country. We really care about the narrative. We don't care who you are. Aziz gets to be successful in this country because it's he's really funny. We can fall in love with him for all the reasons, and I love that. Do you know what I mean? I love that this is a country where I really do believe that the public has space for stories that they believe in or where they can relate to the characters, and I think that this story does that. And I trust the American public to be people who do that, and I mean that. I really mean that from my heart.
Well, I don't think anyone will have a problem falling in love with these characters, because just talking to you for a few minutes, I'm already in love with you. So cannot wait to see the show.
We're gonna get wine later.
We're definitely gonna get wine later. Thank you so much.
Thank you.